Starry, starry night, flaming flowers that brightly blaze.
Starry nights inspire wonder and wondering. Is there life out there?
And liftoff of the Delta II rocket with Kepler on a search for planets in some way like our own.
So how fitting that in March 2009, NASA launched the planet-hunting telescope Kepler into the night. Look up tonight at the constellation Cygnus, known as the Northern Cross, and up in that one slice of sky is where Kepler has been scanning 150,000 stars every 30 minutes for the last 4 years. So you're looking at the brightness of a star, and then this comes across. What does that tell you?
Measuring the brightnesses of the stars, when the planet passes in front, it's going to block some of the light, and we measure that as a dimming, a momentary dimming of light.
And then you know there's something there.
That's how we infer the existence of the planet.
Natalie Battaglia is a Kepler mission scientist, a stargazer with a passion.
We were born to be discoverers, right? And I think that's basically what drives us.
There's not much more dramatic to discover than another world.
In another world like ours, because it changes the way we look at the cosmos, right?
This is how Luke Skywalker looked at the cosmos from his fictional Star Wars planet of Tatooine, a planet with 2 suns. Kepler one-upped the movie makers and found real planets with 2 suns.
Sometimes science informs science fiction, and sometimes science fiction informs science, right?
Hard to believe, but despite the hundreds of trillions of stars in the universe, it wasn't until 1995 that scientists were 100% sure they'd found a planet beyond our solar system. Since then, more than 800 planets have been found, including 122 confirmed by Kepler. Some are freezing cold. Think Neptune at minus 360 degrees Fahrenheit. Some are scalding hot. Think Mercury, which can reach 800 degrees. But the hunt is for what scientists call the Goldilocks planets. Not too hot, not too cold, making them a lot like Earth. Kepler researcher Tom Barkley found one of the first Goldilocks.
Did you yell? Did you go, Eureka?
To some extent it was relief. It's finally, we've done it.
It helps to have a telescope in outer space and the use of a $100 million supercomputer to crunch the numbers. But still, that hint of dimming so many light years away is beyond minuscule.
This is much less than, say, a flashlight on the moon would be.
Less than a flashlight on the moon, and you can find it.
That's right. We can detect that.
You look very satisfied about that.
It's astounding. It's absolutely astounding what we can do.
And that little bit of light may also help find signs of an atmosphere, and that means a chance to find life.
And this is your greenhouse here?
This is our greenhouse. This is our window back in time.
That's where NASA's Tory Holler comes in, studying types of life he suspects we might find on planets light years away. No, not aliens and spaceships. More likely, the simplest life forms imaginable, single-celled organisms.
For a long time, we had a microbial planet for probably more than 2 billion years. And if you wanted to put a picture in your head of what that might look like, this is it.
As for what kind of life there might be out there, he says, look to Earth and its extremes.
Some of the hot springs in Yellowstone, for example, get down to a pH that's getting close to battery acid. Remarkable capabilities of these sorts of organisms. And if we look to those organisms and their capabilities, I think we get a much different picture of where life could persist.
The planet hunters started their search with one major question. Are there any Earth-type planets out there? Now that that's been answered, the burning question remains, are we alone?
Do you have any doubts that there's life out there besides us?
Oh, goodness. I myself think that life is too creative. Here on Earth, we find life on under every rock we lift. So I tend to be of the camp that believes that life is going to be prolific.